Hola, muy buenas, ¿qué tal estáis, chicos? Bienvenidos al canal, bienvenidos a otro episodio de The Other Worlds. Soy Sibitien, empezamos. Pues bueno, chicos, como continuando con la misión y donde lo dejamos en el anterior vídeo, tenemos que hablar aquí con nuestro amigo el traficante y para eso vamos a tener que subir por unas escaleras que hay ahí. Que vamos para allá. Decir que previamente, obviamente a esto ya he saqueado a los cuerpos de los cadáveres. Vale, hombre, encima nos hemos dejado a uno. Habrá que matar al pobrecito. Nos sabemos que al menos hay dos más. Pues yo no veo a nadie. Vale, parece que hay que subir. Buen tiro.
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
Perfecto, electrogantúa. La cajita fuerte para mí. Vamos, te sacamos. Ya que estamos, te sacamos.
You may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that.
Here we go!
Here they come! That's the last of them.
Parece que estáis trabajando bien, chicos. Me gusta cómo trabajáis. Crear cadáveres. Ketchup.
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep
Vale,
moving
no parece que
forward.
haya mucho más por
For
aquí.
another way up.
Ver. Adrena. Qué tontería, ¿sabéis? Félix. Félix Uco. Nioka, ¿qué tienes tú, papá? Bueno. Al fin y al cabo, Nioka solo está aquí por esta misión. No es algo que tenga intención de usar habitualmente. Ay, te pillo cagando. Pobrecito. Vale. Entrar al despacho este. O sea que aquí hay un buen suministro de cositas sabrosas. Todas para mí. Todas para mí. Relación y tarjeta de acceso de los controles ambientales. Vale. No tiene nada que ver con la acción. Y tenemos que seguir por aquí.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face to intercom.
Ah, el interfono. Hay un interfono ahí. A ver, voy a hablar contigo, ¿vale? Hola.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast. I see why Nyoka tolerates you. Fine, I'll do the talking. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you. See, Nyoka? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, I trade in secrets, valuable ones for my vocation. I'm sure you can come up with something you might like to ask me about in person once I'm safe.
Pues sí, porque necesitaba información. ¿Qué me la vas a dar?
Considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job permanently.
Vale. Y una ganzúa, me la dejaba. Y una caja, las dos cosas. No, no, no. Así no se puede. No se puede. Vale, misión actualizada, supongo que se va a matar a los... Ah, son solo 7. Vale. Por ellos. Uy.
Yeah, got some nimble fingers, Captain.
Cuánta cosita sabrosa para mí. ¿Para qué quieres merodeadores si ya estoy yo por aquí? Voy a quedar con todo. Ya está todo saqueado aquí. Venga, pues vamos a por los malos. Que ya hemos perdido mucho tiempo. Me parece que están como en el piso superior. A ver el mapa. El último piso. La puerta ahí, que supongo que es la de salida.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Esa es la puerta. Perfecto. Preparaos para la matanza, chicos.
Hey, boss! Watch this!
Everyone all right?
Vale, todo perfecto. Ha salido genial. Genial. Formamos un grupo muy bueno, chicos. Pues fastidia mucho, pero el siguiente punto me lo tengo que poner en reducir peso. Es que no puede ser. Tengo muchísimo. Sobre todo por las mierdas estas que no uso, básicamente. Para no usarlas tengo un montón. Y quieras que no, 0,1, 0,2, 0,4. Al final, claro, si tienes 200 cosas variadas, se te pone una mezcla que es terrible. Todo vacío. Y por aquí más. Derivador. Adrenalina. 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 Y munición. Allá había una terminal, no sé para qué sirve. Nada. Todos los retretes. No, no quiero ir para allá. No quiero irme de aquí. Para allá. Lo voy a hackear, pero no sé exactamente para qué. Pues no sé exactamente qué he hecho, pero creo que era bueno. Creo que ha apagado los incendios con la máquina esa. Ponía supresor de incendios, o sea que... Más se ha actualizado la misión. 7 de 7 eliminados. Traficante abrirá esta puerta cuando acabes con todos los merodeadores. Ahora que has matado a todos, ve y habla con él en persona. Vale, pues ya está. Tengo que ir a hablar con él y fuera. Pues ya está hecho. Más basura. Vale. A ver. ¿Pero dónde está él? Vale, ¿y cómo accedo hasta él? Yo. Aquí, esto es. Escaleras al piso superior. Aquí te tengo, chavalote. Vale, uno menos. Bits. Otro que ha caído. Una botellita para celebrarlo. Y venga, chavalote, ábreme la puerta, guapo.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
Y ahora te vuelo la cabeza. Shh. Estoy robando. Venga, vamos a hablar.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I would expect nothing less from one of Nyoka's associates.
As usual, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? If you insist. As I was telling you before, I am the premier broker for all of Monarch. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Have you seen Doc Wells? The guy's ancient. You take any more time and he's liable to croak.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. Caring or not won't change the facts of the matter. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcast. Ask me what you will. Not much, admittedly. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a raptidon of another color. I do know this much. There is
Pues
a
sí que me ha
sharper
contado
side
mucho.
to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information. There are so many members. Do specify. If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared.
Vale, lo pillo, habla.
MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status. That the chairman is politically motivated to keep Monarch from being re-recognized as a legal part of the colony, and his actions as a result are highly illegal. And that is all you will get from me regarding such a deadly piece of data. Luckily for you, I am a veritable... They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know? Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights. I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1 once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night. Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership. Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern.
Cerveza de
Thus the
Berza. Qué
bargain was
asco.
struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, I am a very... What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you seemingly regard my trade. Sure. You know where to find me if you need me.
Salir de aquí. Ahora vámonos de aquí. Tengo sobrepeso por 3 kilitos. Quieto, quieto, quieto. A ver. Quieto tú, que te lías. Vamos para allá, a ver. Tienes que bajar abajo. Por el ascensor. Es por aquí. No. Vale. Según el mapa esto está en a tomar viento fresco. Y esto, que es lo del acompañante, está en 1000 veces más cerca. Vale, así que vamos a hacer en un segundo esta que nos pilla al lado. Nos quitamos la del acompañante. Lo he mirado yo ya antes. Y ahora lo que tengo que estudiar es cómo acceder a ello.
Wonder if Hiram's home. Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
Wonder why they call it Devil's Peak. Ain't really a peak. It's, you know, 2 peaks.
Que dar vueltas y vueltas y vueltas y vueltas y vueltas. Vamos por el buen camino. Va de Hayes. Teoría es a la vuelta a la esquina de esto. Teoría. Y que había una jodida reina. Vale. Ya tenemos eso localizado. Más bichos por ahí. No. Vamos a ver si... le pegamos un buen tiro a esto. Venga, a ver. Vale, ha salido todo maravilloso. Es grande el bicho, ¿eh? ¿Pero dónde está la tumba? Aquí. Enterrada cerca de la superficie de la tumba de Hayes hay una pequeña caja fuerte. Sus bisagras están oxidadas y de la madera está prácticamente podrida. Casi se te deshace entre las manos. Pero lograste encontrar un deslustrado medallón de plata con la inscripción Sharon.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him. The Queen ain't just gonna come out on her own. She'll have dug tunnels into the mountain. I've got theories about how to lure her out, but Anders would know for sure. I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch.
Ya decía yo que aquí faltaba un bicho.
A long time ago. I don't rightly know what happened. I should have tried to track them down back then. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying, because it hurt like hell to do so. Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
Vale, tenemos que encontrar a Hiram. Que por suerte está aquí. Me fastidias. Ah, mira.
It's the strangest thing. I still can't receive any incoming off-world communications. Why, pray tell, are you standing here then? Wait, I know. This is the part where you fleece me for more money. Don't bother explaining how my business will suffer if you don't shut the broadcast down. I already know.
This merits an apology, Captain. It was my duty to warn you of threats, both physical and otherwise. But I failed to prepare you for this man's insufferable nature.
Yes, but you put up with me because I'm a veritable genius. And because I pay you well for it. Here, take this if it will incentivize you to work faster.
13 bits me da.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
¿Le miento o tal?
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra too.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. Nyoka, pick me up some Stimulotion and a bottle of purple berry wine when you're next in Stellar Bay.
Vale. Bueno, chicos, pues como veis hemos tenido que dar una pequeña vuelta. Hemos tenido que venir a Frontemar y de Frontemar viajecito rápido hasta la central geotérmica. O sea, básicamente nos hemos ahorrado todos los viajes y ya os he explicado dónde estamos, así que no debería ser difícil. Vamos a ello. Ya. Además esto, como ya está en teoría todo limpio de bichos malotes, no vale, vale, esto no.
Anders, come on out.
Ya he visto por ahí lo que parecía ser algún bandido.
Everyone all right?
Claro, yo no sé si esto irá por zonas, pero con los puntos de experiencia que me están dando, desde luego muy complicado no parece. Bueno, vamos directamente donde ellos. Es que te dan más experiencia por descubrir la zona que otra cosa.
Huh, but we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Nyoka.
Anderson, Rebecca, diario oxidado.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you! The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses! At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth. Only thing left is to take these medallions home. which means figuring out how to bait the mana queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wagered the stench of a primal might do the trick. No, we need a plan. You may be a capable sort, but so are my friends. I ain't making that mistake twice. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Pues vale, nos vamos a Scylla. Bueno chicos, pues ya estamos en Scylla. A ver dónde tenemos que dirigirnos. Son zonas de caza. Tras nuestro. Vale. Bien. Vamos a ir primero por esas dos de allí. Mira, es una de las cosas que creo que podían haber mejorado de este juego, de las pocas cositas, ¿eh? Por un lado podían haber puesto algún boss y por otro podían haber puesto algún vehículo para este tipo de distancia. ¡Hala! ¡Ah! ¡Toma ya! Patadón de la muerte mortal. ¿Te gusta eso? Vale, una menos. Y había otra por ahí. A 145. Vamos por allá. Glándulas de café. Hombre. Te paso a ver qué hay aquí. A ver, estaba a 100 y pico, 72 metros. Ahí está. Vale, lo veo. Vale, a matar. Ya tenemos la segunda. La vida rápida, todo. Y tenemos que ir a por la otra. Venga, chicos. Venga, por la vía rápida. Vale, esto ha sido rápido. Vale. Perfecto. Vamos para adelante. Que hay la cajita, no hay nada. Doctor.
You know, Nyoka, between you and me, we know all there is to know about Monarch.
What makes you say that?
Well, you've got your life experience as a hunter, and I've memorized every episode of Terror on Monarch.
Oh, Terror on Monarch's a riot. It's all made up, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, right. Next, you're gonna tell me Halsey and Helen weren't based on a real person.
I won't tell you that now. You seem happier in your ignorance.
A ver si lo cogemos. Ahí. Espectacular.
Hey, Doc! Watch this! And the crowd goes wild!
Vale, así el otro no tiene ya refuerzos. Pobre. Dejo. Coronel Caramelo. Ahí está. ¡Fuego!
Here I come!
Se acabó. Por la vía rápida.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up? What's up? Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Bueno, chicos, hemos abandonado ya el planeta y hemos venido a Monarca. ¿Dónde exactamente? Aquí. Hemos venido a Monarca y de Monarca hemos venido aquí. Porque ahora tenemos que despejar una antigua base. ¿De acuerdo? La terminal. Es una especie de base de operaciones que usaban ellos. Por lo visto debe estar ocupada por bichos y la tenemos que liberar. ¿Qué vamos ahí? Nyoka nos ha dado la clave de acceso, que es Charón. El número 5. Vale, lo digo ya. Seguramente este sea el punto más débil del juego. Los puntos de carga. Es decir, a cada lado que entras, carga. Es horrible. O sea, se acaba convirtiendo en algo muy pesado. O sea, pero bastante, ¿eh? Es exagerado. Esto... Pero vale, tenemos que hablar con Clara y... ¿Qué es lo que hay que hacer aquí? Eso, matar a todos los bichos, habidos y por haber. Y vamos a ello. Ya está, solucionado. Y ahora tengo que recuperar los medallones. Siempre, la munición siempre. Y ópalo. Tenemos que recuperar también el medallón de ópalo. Necesito ponerme la habilidad esa del sobrepeso, pero como está mandado.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family, Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong. Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Incoming, Captain!
Sé que debería estar ayudándoles, pero es que quiero encontrar esto. Quería hacer eso. Además, como les puedo resucitar ahora, y la palman. Muerte y destrucción. Ahí, ahí, encima en llamas, ahí. ¡Ah! Muerte a la reina. Tú no te me acerques que la liamos como la última vez. ¡Ah, oh!
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have
Y la
done.
misión de Nyoka está
That was
completada.
stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Bueno chicos, y hasta aquí la misión de Nyoka. Espero que os haya gustado. Espero que hayáis disfrutado de este vídeo. Apoyadlo dándole un buen like. Suscribiros si es que aún no lo estáis. Y recordad, si queréis el juego y lo queréis barato, en Instant Gaming abajo tenéis un link en la descripción. Lo podéis encontrar y por el mismo precio hacéis una donación al canal. Muchas gracias a todos, nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.